I'm changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Scottis.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and LandLord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboys, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And hey, this is Cowboys Convos, and the name is obvious, right? We are going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, man. So my boy, LandLord will be in shortly, and we're going to just rock out and talk Dallas Cowboys content, man. But go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that share button if you care. Go ahead and hit that Cash App and help keep us on the map. And remember, we are trying to make it out to the draft, not this year, but next year, man. We're trying to make it out to the draft out there in DC. We are going to be out, try to get out there, man. So anything you see in between now and then is going to go to the fund to get us out there to DC, man. So you want to see us out there rocking, you want to see us out there thugging, hit that like button, hit that Cash App, hit that super chat, man. We're back monetized. We beat the Rico, and everything is back up to par, man. So we got a lot to discuss, though, man. We got a whole lot to discuss in the liquor store and the trap. So as we wait for LandLord, because we know that he is always, doing something nefarious. He might be cutting up some bodies. He might be stamping a brick. He might be kidnapping somebody. He said schedule predictions. And we're going to talk about the schedule as well. Because, I want to talk about some stuff prudent to the Dallas Cowboys. I want to talk about some chatter around the NFL that does affect the Dallas Cowboys next year in free agency, right? That opens up some avenues for us. And, we do got some of the schedule already. So we do got week 1 of the schedule already. So, of course, the Dallas Cowboys will be traveling to Philly to open up on Thursday Night Football, September the 4th, 8:20 p.m. We'll be going down to Philly to play the Eagles, or arch rival, as they try and lift the banner and do whatever the hell else fuckery they got going on. And listen, we're gonna beat the Eagles. I don't give a damn what nobody else is talking about. I know they run around with their chest poked out. I know that they, I know that they are the defending Super Bowl champions, right? All that shit is cool. All that shit is fine and dandy. But they don't fare too well against the Dallas Cowboys, man. Like, on the real, if you go back and you look by game basis, go back to the last 20 games. This is the last 20 games where the Dallas Cowboys have played the Philadelphia Eagles. Whether it be at the crib in Big D, whether it be on the road over there, we usually win when we play the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, last year, they beat Cooper Rush twice. Like, Cooper Rush could not do shit with the Philadelphia Eagles. It is what it is, man. He got baptized. He didn't play good football. But go back here and look, man. The Dallas Cowboys have won 11 of the last 20 matchups, and 2 of those wins the Eagles got was against Cooper Rush. No, matter of fact, I'm sorry. 3 of those wins were against Cooper Rush, because they also beat Cooper Rush in 2022 when Dak Prescott had to miss with the broken hand. He had broke his thumb, he had to miss. So 3 of those wins was against Cooper Rush, right? So even though they're the defending champions, even though they're, coming off of winning a Super Bowl, I ain't scared of the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I like our chances. I like our odds to be able to go out there to the link and beat the dog shit out of them. You got more firepower than you usually have. Dak Prescott did receive George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb will be out there. Just having those 2 out there on the perimeter is going to open up things for Jake Ferguson and some of these other guys. So the level of difficulty may not be as high as it was in years past when we go out there to Philadelphia. Now, they got a gangster-ass defensive line. I'm not going to hold you. They got a very gangster defensive line. But we should be able to take advantage of those younger cornerbacks on the perimeter, right? I understand that they're good, but they're young. And corners lose. Cornerbacks are going to lose some reps, man. There will be opportunities for CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens to make plays out there against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I don't know week 1 if we'll be able to run the football, right? Because I don't know which one of these running backs is going to step up. It's not like we know these guys like that. We got 2 guys that are veterans, quote unquote, that we acquired, and we got 2 rookies. But those 2 veterans ain't never played a snap of football for the Dallas Cowboys, so I can't speak on what they're going to do for us. The 2 rookies ain't never played a snap of NFL football at all, so I damn sure can't speak on what the hell they're going to do for us. But I like our odds going out there, man. But yeah, Dallas Cowboys week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles. But let's talk about some of these other matchups, man, because, I'm a gambling-ass nigga. I'm going to probably put some money on some of these games. I'm going to watch all of them. For damn sure. So we're gonna open up with a Friday night game. The next one will be Kansas City against the I want to say San Diego so damn bad, but it's the Los Angeles Chargers now. I'm never going to bet against Patrick Mahomes. I'm never going to bet against Patrick Mahomes. They should have Rashee Rice back. Xavier Worthy going to be a year along in his development. Travis Kelce is talking like he's in better shape. He's talking about he's down 25 pounds. He should be more athletic and explosive. So if I'm a betting man, and I am, right, this is the entire point of me even talking about the other games, I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs in that game. Then we got some toss-ups. The Browns are sorry. The Jets are sorry. The Saints are sorry. So I'm probably going to take the Titans in that game, though. Cam Ward, first game out. I think he'll play well, man. I think he'll play well enough to win that game. It might even be a game against two rookie quarterbacks, because Tyler Shaw, who was drafted by the Saints in the 2nd round, is probably going to get the starting job over there. So it might be a matchup against two rookie quarterbacks. And when there's rookie quarterbacks, you look at the team with the better coaching and the better offensive personnel. And to me, on paper, that's probably the Tennessee Titans. They got Tony Pollard. They got Calvin Ridley. That's a perimeter weapon. So, in that game, but these are damn good games to start the year off, though, man. These some damn good games to start the year off. But what I brought y'all in here, though, as we wait for the nefarious one, the extra evil ass Land from Alabama to make his special appearance inside the liquor store so we can start drunk trapping. He said, I laughed so hard. Listen, you might as well go ahead and get ready, bro. It's a very good possibility. I'm not sure why people are trying to downplay the Dallas Cowboys' abilities to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I know that wins are not a quarterback stat, but Dak Prescott usually fares pretty well against the Philadelphia Eagles. So I don't believe that we'll go in there and tuck our tails, man. And you know, the game is gonna be played on Dak Prescott's mama birthday. You know that she's going on to glory. I think he's gonna go out there and show naked ass for his mama Peggy, man. I think he's gonna go out there and show naked ass for his mama Peggy and play a damn good game. So I believe that we got an opportunity to win that game, bro. I really do. I damn sure think we got an opportunity to win that game. But what I want to bring y'all attention to is Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton was somebody that was hold on. I think an evil ass nigga done came through the back door. This must be the most ratchetest evil person I ever known and met, man.
Hold on.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on the screen real quick, man. What's Gucci with you, man? What's Gucci with my boy LandLord, man? Hold on.
What's happening?
Man, what's good with you, man? Hey, listen, I already told them you were hiding the body, so that's why you were a little late.
Wait a minute.
I went ahead and snitched in advance.
Have no fear, the nefarious one is here. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay him no mind. You know, he ain't doing nothing but lying every time. So, what's going on? We getting ready for this Cowboy season, man. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yes, indeed, man. So, hey, man. So, I really wanted to talk to you about Tyler Guyton real quick.
Let's go. Unfortunately.
No, like for real, though. Like, is it fair to say that he was the weak link last year?
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
I think it's fair. Even with how bad Zach Martin played, I think Tyler Guyton was a little bit worse. We know
Eli hit you with a little super red though.
He did. Hold on, let me go and take a look.
Red though. That's proper English right there. In case you didn't know.
Oh, shout out to my boy Eli, man. He said, "Free my guy Land from Alabama with the $1.99 for your mind." I appreciate you, bro. I do appreciate you. Y'all just be going live just forgetting about me. I'm hating. What's up with you, Wes?
Send him the link. I almost said something, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let y'all ride out.
Oh, this nigga done called me too.
I'm gonna let y'all ride out. But what we was just talking about, cause I'm joining the episode.
We were finna talk about evil ass LandLord being late, but nah, we
Wait
actually finna talk about Tyler Guyton and him being the weak link last year. But I do want to point out in his defense, because I did shit on him a little bit. I did shit on him quite a bit. I did talk about the kind of gauntlet that he went through, man. Now, can you see the names of the players he had to play last year?
Yeah, I can see him.
All right, so we're gonna just go through this list. Myles Garrett, former Defensive Player of the Year. Trey Hendrickson, who had back-to-back years of 17.5 sacks. T.J. Watt, former Defensive Player of the Year. Aiden Hutchinson, who was one of the best defensive players in the National Football League.
He was on the way to being Defensive Player of the Year last year.
He damn sure was, and I think if he had not gotten hurt, I like Pat Surtain. Pat Surtain was not going to win Defensive Player of the Year if Aiden Hutchinson had stayed healthy.
It was going to definitely be Hutch.
It was going to be Hutch, right? Let's see. Who else is on the list? Neil Hunter, I think people be sleep on Danielle Hunter and his production, but I just want to point out some of his statistics real quick before we go down this line.
We got a lot of haterism in the chat, man. Who is these goofy dudes in the chat? Trash Channel, that's self-explanatory right there. Who else you got? Somebody else goofy. Never mind. Let's continue.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't finna be studying that shit right now, kinfolk, because, I mean, it's on your end, so you can always shoot them niggas in the head. You know, I can't say anything about the liquor store, because they come in here and get hit upside the head with a bottle. But, you know, you supposed to be in the trap. You supposed to be sitting out there with the sticks, and ain't nobody got hit up yet. I don't know, landlord. Y'all over there playing patty cake with some niggas you should have shot.
It's all good. You know, they got rid of them. They handled that.
Oh, okay. Let me know if the bodies ain't hitting the floor, man. Let me know. But just to get back to Danielle Hunter and some of his production, the boy just came off of a season of having 16.5 sacks with the Vikings. Back though with the Texans had 12. So the boy had damn near 29 sacks in the last 2 years. And that's one of the guys he had to go up against. And when he wasn't going up against Danielle Hunter, he was going up against his running mate, Will Anderson. We know that's your boy from Alabama, ain't it?
Yeah, Will Anderson. Yeah, he a monster.
He a monster. All right, so let's go down and listen. Will Anderson also played damn good football. Last year, he also had 11 sacks. So him and Danielle Hunter was out there terrorizing niggas for no apparent reason. Matter of fact, while I'm reading this, I'm a attempt to send West Coast a link too, so bear with me.
Let's do it.
All right. Leonard Floyd, double-digit sack guy. Nick Bosa. Did Nick Bosa win Defensive Player of the Year as well?
He won one before, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he was also a former Defensive Player of the Year. Bryce Huff was coming off a season where he was a double-digit sack guy. And then he played Calvin Noor for the Ravens, and he had 12 sacks this year. A lot of folks don't even talk about that. So he played some of the best pass rushers in the National Football League. Right, and I'm listen, he was awful. He was horrible. There were times that he was unplayable. He got whooped a lot. I'm not taking anything away from that. Like, he was bad. I'm not going to ever give this boy an out for playing bad football and putting bad tape out there. But what I am saying is in year 2, he'll be a better player, and he'll also be going up against less stellar competition. Now, I'm not saying that anything is a given, but there's less gangsters on the list this year. Of course, he'll play Abdul Carter. We got Aiden Hutch again.
Twice.
Oh, yeah, we play Abdul Carter twice. And Brian Burns is also on that team. Kayvon Thibodeau is also on that team. So they got a whole gang of pass rushers to you know, put some fear on that boy's mind. But, you know, it's not as bad as it was last year, man. You know, there's no Myles Garrett, there's no Trey Hendrickson, there's no T.J. Watt. You do play Max Crosby, who was a super gangster, right? You do play Max. You do play Jonathan Grenard. You play Nick Bonito from the Denver Broncos, and you do play Will McDonald. But in comparison to this, like, I think he can handle this. He, like, compared to last year, this shit is a walk in the park. Just by comparison.
Facts. Like, yeah, this should help him. And then with a better combination of run and pass, you know, with a little more balance on your offense, it probably help him out, do him a lot of good. So, yeah, I feel like he should have a better year. He should bounce back. He should show some of those traits that made us draft him so high in the first round.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not saying that he's a future Hall of Famer. He's going to be a better tackle this year than he was last year. Nolan Smith is a good name, but the boy, everybody on this list had double-digit sacks. That's why Nolan Smith not on there. You know, I'm not going to put nobody that had 6.5 sacks on there and say noble pass rush. You know?
True.
I mean, that is hypocritical. Like, nigga, you put Abdul Carter on there. He a rookie. He ain't played. I know. I'm a hypocrite sometimes, but it's fuck it.
We'll just say Nolan Smith is on there, okay?
We'll do it for y'all. We got love for y'all. So if you want to count Nolan Smith, let's count Nolan Smith.
Yeah, rookie for a talented pass rusher.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool though. But listen, the reason I even bring up Tyler Guyton is we need him to be successful, right? Because listen, there's really not too much you can do to hide a left tackle, and I know a lot of people just think about him pass protecting and protecting Dak Prescott and all this other stuff, man. But he gonna be paramount in the fucking run game too. If we can't run to his side, we're gonna be screwed. And listen.
Facts.
He's a hypocrite. Listen. At least I admit that I be a hypocrite sometimes. You know, some folks, some folks, just die with the lie. Like I'm really am who I am.
Facts. We're human. We're not gonna be 100% accurate. We can never be right all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. What's up, Wes? Can you hear us? JJ the Mind talk about what's up, freaky ass niggas. You must be watching the Diddy trial.
I don't know what the hell he got. He come in saying some wild shit every time.
Off the wall.
I told you he the talking his mind. I know. Like that's crazy. But yeah, man. It's some interesting challenges this year, man. So we talking about the season as a whole because we got the schedule, but we don't have the schedule dates. That's the difference. We know who we playing. So what about blocking what's his name, Jones for the Chiefs?
Oh, dog. Listen. I just spent a first round pick for Tyler Booker.
That's gonna be a battle right there, ain't it?
It's gonna be a battle, but guess what? I invested so much in that I shouldn't even have to think about Chris Jones.
I shouldn't have to think about him. I shouldn't have to think about Jalen Carter either.
Exactly. What's up, Wes? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to think about those guys.
Yep.
What's going on, Wes?
Man, just some chilling Willie, man. Trying to figure out why this camera ain't turning on, but it's probably cool. I don't need it on anyway.
It's all Gucci, man. So we were sitting here before you came in, man. We were discussing your boy Tyler Guyton, and he had a rough goal last year, right? He was getting towed up. He was a raw rookie. He was playing a new position. He played multiple former defensive players of the year. We passed the ball like 50 times a game. You know, we did all that. But my question to you, man, based on the competition we're playing this year, because I had showed the litany of pass rushers we played last year, and it's nowhere close to what it's going to be this year. Like he gonna have a little bit of some better matchups. Do you think any of that plays into how he'll perform this year? Do you think he'll be more up to snub this year, just based on that, and of course, player progression?
I mean, offensive line, defensive line is always a position you want to grade in their second to probably even really their third year. If a guy, offensive lineman starting in their first year, it's typically something. I mean, outside of where he got drafted at, that's where you would want him to play. But I mean, it's typically something that you don't see too much in the NFL anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, I was already giving him a little leg up, but obviously with the expectations the Cowboys have on him this year, he's definitely going to have to, I'm not going to say step up but he's going to have to grow. He's going to have to grow into that position.
I completely agree with you because even like every aspect of your offense is going to be directly affected by Tyler Guyton. Whether you're passing the ball, throwing the ball, he has to play up the snub. Because if he can't run block, we can't run to his side. If he can't pass block, Dak Prescott going to have a short season. So, listen, I understand we went and got George Pickens. I understand that we've been pushing for a one tech. I understand all this. But Tyler Guyton might be the most important player on your offense right now. Because if you can't shore up that left tackle spot, everything else is going to be, inefficient, ineffective, all them words.
How many games do you give them if it gets so bad you just got to make a change? How many games you give them?
17, because you ain't got nobody on the roster.
I can't give them 17. Hell no.
You ain't got who you gonna put Austin Richards in there?
I do some shuffling before I do that. I put goddamn Tyler Smith over there. Straight up.
Is that really what you want?
that's what I would do. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Before I let him just ruin my season, hell yeah, he got to go.
Wes, what about you? How long of a leash would you give Tyler Guyton if he come out and he playing like he did last year?
Sorry about that.
Hold on.
They done kidnapped my boy?
Well, how long of a leash would y'all give him?
Big Star said 4 games.
I'm not finna give away my whole season. But this time around, Dak has the ability to step up. Last year, he was getting all that edge pressure. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, Steele was getting whooped. Tyler Guyton was getting whooped. They was meeting Dak at the quarterback. Like, they was meeting at Dak. So, last year, he didn't have the ability to step up because Zach Martin, he was able to hold on for a little bit. Then it was just, you know what I'm saying? It's only so long he can hold on at the age he was at and, you know, how healthy he was or how unhealthy he was. So, now it's like, bruh, Dak can step up now. Edge pressure don't matter as much when you got great interior offensive linemen. Now Dak can step up in the pocket. Now this is what year for Dak?
10.
This is one of the things I used to be critical for Dak of. Like, I ain't like how he manipulated the pocket at times. So now I know he's a veteran now. He's way better at it. So he can step up in the pocket and make some of those throws. Like, don't bail on the play. Just step up and stand tall and throw the ball. And I think he can do that.
Yeah. Also, shout out to my boy Numbhead Neil for the Cash App, man. I appreciate you for the love and support. He came in and slapped 83 Eagles fans before checking in. He had to wash the skin off and now applying bleach and sanitizer. Hey, I know that's right, man.
I appreciate you on my side too, Neil. Appreciate you, man.
Indeed. And remember, anything you're seeing in between now and then will be used to try to get our black asses to D.C. Because we're gonna go to that draft. I ain't finna go to Pittsburgh, but I'll go to D.C. I ain't gonna hold it.
And I'm going to training camp as well. So, hey, y'all already know any of your contributions will be greatly appreciated. You know, we on a mission to give y'all some of this premium content, man. But as far as Tyler Guyton go, I've been hearing rumblings that, you know, Austin Richards, don't count him out. It might be a real competition at left tackle. And it should be. I feel like may the best man win. Cause, you know, give that man a fair shot. I don't want none of that force feeding. Nah. If he's not good enough, put his ass on the bench. I'm sorry. Like this we in win now mode. We don't have time for politics. We don't have time for none of that other foolishness. Like, if he's not the best player that we can possibly put right there, let Austin Richards go. Because I've been hearing he been doing good and looking better. So, he might be able to give him a run for his money. And, hey, the way I am, I don't give a damn. Long as I get my money, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. production, I'm cool. I don't care where it come from.
Yeah, I don't blame you either. Because, listen, if Austin Richards can win the job, that means he's playing pretty damn good football. So I do it. We know he's an athlete. We just know that he ain't played a lot of football, right? Because he started playing football late and everything. So if Austin Richards has turned the corner, you know, he got the size and athleticism you want at the left tackle position. But, you know, like, he was very raw. And that's crazy that you say that. Because remember, when they initially he was there, the word that Brian Broaddus used was, he said that they were terrified to put him on the field. You know, that was a couple seasons back.
Terrified to put who on the field?
They were talking about Awesome. They say they were
rookie.
terrified. I think it was like year 2.
Yeah, I'm on that big worm. Don't come over here flipping my money over and then start counting more. Like, nah, I see you. I need all my coins. I just need my production, bro. Like, I know people think I got my favorites. I got a couple of favorite players on this team, like just like any other fan. But I promise you, I'm Cowboys first. Like, if y'all been following my work, tell me I went one of the biggest Jake Ferguson fans y'all can find. How I been talking about Jake Ferguson this year?
Like he ain't shit.
I've been talking greasy as hell. It's all about production. It's all about the betterment of the team for me. It's not about these players. Because guess what? A lot of y'all get married to these players too quickly. And you shouldn't be getting married to them anyway. You know what I'm saying? You really need...
team before you know it.
Yes, you need... These players can be here today, gone tomorrow. So don't get too tied to these players for real. You need to be Cowboys first. If it'll work out better for the Cowboys to trade one of these boys, we need to be on that same type of mindset. Like, hey, get rid of his ass. Hey, if we can get something back in return, let's do it. We should be on that type of time. Sometimes we get a little too personal with these players, man. It's Cowboys first with me.
As it should be. Because listen, man, I'm gonna be a Dallas Cowboy to the day I die.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? NFL already stands for not for long. You gonna tie your entire relationship with the team to a guy who's gonna have a 7-year shelf life, a 5-year shelf life. What if they're young and then they go sign their next contract with a different team? You done with us?
Exactly.
Well, what if your favorite player, God forbid, go out there and get hurt and gotta retire? You done with us?
Exactly. Like, it ain't about the players, it's about this star. The one that we got on our heads, that's what it's about. And that's going to be here forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this star going to outlast all of us. You know what I'm saying? It will be here. So, we banging for that. Like, all these players, they might not last their rookie contract out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
All right, my boy said, LandLord, y'all do know Dak finna have one of them years again, right? Like 4K-ish, 30 touchdowns. Easily. As long as he stays healthy, I can definitely see that happening. Because if you go back and look at the track record of Russell Wilson in the 3 years with Brian Schottenheimer. Matter of fact, let me pull up Russell Wilson's number in Schottenheimer's system. Because he had 3 of his best years with Brian Schottenheimer. I don't think he ever gets the credit for it. His only all-pro season came in 2019, and Brian Schottenheimer was the play caller. It was his scheme. It was his shit.
Troy Dudley, you might have just came in, but I just said that. I said I'd put Tyler Smith ass over there. Like, I just need my production, bro. Like, I don't care what form it come in. Like, this stuff's so important that it has to happen. So, just like we was protecting Zach Martin all this time, talking about he didn't want to do this, and he like, listen, sir. Shit, we got $100 million man back there throwing the ball. We need to protect him. So, I know you might not feel like doing it, but it's a necessity, sir. We need you to get over there at left tackle. Thanks.
So this is the numbers Russell Wilson put up with Brian Schottenheimer. He completed 65.6% of his passes, threw for 3,448 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. That's year 1 in that system. Year 2, they opened it up a little bit more. Because he went from throwing 427 passes to 516. He completed 66.1% of his passes. Threw for 4,110 yards, 31 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions.
He'll be back shortly.
That was his all.
Yeah, y'all know what I mean. $200 million man then. You know what I'm saying? $200 million man. That means it's even more important. Shit. We can't play around is what I'm getting at. And he must be protected. Big SARS says Tyler Smith doesn't have the lateral quickness to play left tackle for the entire season. We'll have to find out. I like my chances with him better than the disaster scenario we painted for Tyler Guyton. So, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do. We'll just talk on some couple of these comments to hear and get back. What's happening with everybody that's rocking? $260 million man. Yeah, that's exactly who he is. So, yeah, you need to make sure you protect that investment, man. You can't play around with that. Yeah, he having some technical difficulties, but he's back.
Yeah, listen. Go ahead and hit me with a couple cash apps. I'm gonna go buy me an Ethernet cord tomorrow.
Yeah, you playing.
My Wi-Fi hates me, and I hate they bitch ass right now too.
You playing around.
Yeah, listen. LandLord was like, "Oh, you ain't got an Ethernet cord for real? That's y'all just playing." No,
I thought he was joking. Like,
I've been thugging. for 3 years on just Wi-Fi and vibes, man.
Yeah,
Wi-Fi and vibes.
you diabolical, sir.
Listen, shit be happening, but sometimes it's supposed to happen, you know?
I just want this Vegas game to be in a decent time because I got to be there. Just don't let it be on a crazy day like Christmas or some shit. Like
they gonna do that shit on Thanksgiving.
That's how they did the Miami game. They put that bitch on Christmas Day. I was like, damn. Basically on Christmas Day. Damn. It was like what? It was like a day before Christmas, 2 days. It was ridiculous.
It was Christmas Eve, man.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So don't do nothing like that. But Cowboys in Vegas sound like a movie.
I mean, it is a movie, man. You ain't gonna be there. You're gonna be eating turkey.
Shit, I'm gonna be there.
Eating turkey.
Carl, man, we gotta be there, man. Hey, pull up. We gotta be there. Cowboys in Vegas, that sound like a movie to me.
I'm a hater. I pray they put it on Thanksgiving.
Damn. Well, look, Thanksgiving is my birthday, so hey. I can hey, it's my birthday, goddammit. Screw Thanksgiving, it's my birthday. How about that?
So speaking of we just looked at Tyler Guyton, right? And the pass rush he's gonna play. Take a look at some of these corners we get an opportunity to see CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Remember, keyword and George Pickens, that's in addition to go up against.
I love it.
So for one, we get to see Sauce Gardner when we go play the Jets. One of the better corners in the National Football League. And I'm not scared. Listen, just straight facts. I'm not scared of none of these matchups now because we have more than one wide receiver. Like,
guess what?
What's up?
I seen your number 1B option go up against Patrick Surtain last year, go up against Sauce Gardner last year. Like, I've seen it, and he did damn well. He tore the Jets up. And he if you look at the stats in the Denver game, I told y'all this. If you look at the stats, you might think, oh, Pat Surtain locked them up. Nope. Go look at the film. He had a big time PI on Pat Surtain and could have scored a touchdown, but Pat pulled him to the ground. Like, he affected that game, bro. And that's a number 1 receiver going up against a defensive player of the year. And he got him holding and pulling him down and all that stuff. So just imagine what he gonna do to the second corner, the rookie corner.
Wes, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, well, we back, man. So we're talking about the corners. We get a chance to see TD and George Pickens go up again, man. So which one of these matchups are you most intrigued by? We play a bunch of dudes: Sauce, DJ Reed, Jalen Johnson. How you think we'll fare against some of these guys, man?
Individually, CeeDee Lamb, or we're talking about the whole wide receiver core?
I mean, wide receiving core as a whole now, because I think everybody's job is a little bit easier now that they can't divvy out those double teams.
I mean, CeeDee Lamb gonna wear all them dudes' ass out. So I mean, that ain't even fair to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's been more consistent than every cornerback on that list right there, outside of him being hurt. You know what I'm saying? So them dudes on that list, Sauce, come on, bro. Sauce is more sauce in name than anything else. You know what I'm saying? If he played in Minnesota, nobody would know who Sauce Gardner is. He plays in a big market. He don't get interceptions. He plays in New York, bro. Come on, bro. Like, y'all play enough teams where you should be getting your hands on balls. You know what I'm saying? And like, so there ain't really too many corners that right now that CeeDee Lamb's gonna line up against that I'm even remotely even gonna give that corner the love to be like, oh, I can't wait to see him. Nah, ain't no.
Not even Pat, Alpha Defensive Player of the Year. Wes?
Well, I don't know, but I'll say this. I'm taking my guy. I seen Pat. Pat is nice. I'm not acting like Pat ain't nice, but I'm taking CD over damn near anybody. That's my guy. It might be a little bias to it, but, I trust my guys over these boys, man. And that's going to be one of the toughest matchups, though. But if we got Dak playing healthy football, it's going to be pick on the rookie. I don't give a damn how good he is. If he checking CD or Pickens, we picking on him. Hey, you looking like barbecue chicken over there. I'm sorry. It's time to eat.
I know that. Man. And listen, bear with me. I'm trying to, do this show from the phone now since my Wi-Fi. So if I leave something on the screen a little bit too long, y'all bear with me.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm confident in those matchups. And like I said, Sauce, to be honest, Sauce guarded George Pickens better than Pat Surtain did. I guess it's the length, you know what I'm saying? He got the long arms and stuff like that. He was able to stick with George Pickens a little better when he got his reps against him. But George went ballistic against the Jets, though. He went crazy.
Also, what's crazy is DJ Reed was the other corner on the Jets that was trying to pick him. He cooked him. DJ Reed went and got bagged. Matter of fact, what team is DJ Reed on right now? He on that list I just showed.
What, he was 26?
Let me pull that back up. Yeah.
Oh, that's his number. That was his number with the Jets. He was cooking him all game.
Yeah, I think the Lions now. We're gonna cook them. We're gonna cook that.
Yeah,
boy.
He was getting cooked the whole game. 1-on-1 with Pickens.
Yeah, he was the one. Most of them yards came against. Yeah, it came against DJ Reed. He's not a bad corner by any stretch of imagination. He just couldn't fuck with George Pickens when he went.
What's finna make this so crazy, bro, that I think people underestimate is like the ball tracking ability, man. The hands, like if y'all seen that workout video with George Pickens, bro, he is catching straight hands. The ball is not touching his chest. I used to tell people, boy, I go buy a fresh white t-shirt and I guarantee you this ball don't touch my chest. Like, it's like that. Hands over everything. So that's what type of time he on. Like, he's catching straight hands. He's snatching the ball out of the air. So y'all got to understand how big of an advantage that is. Like, if Dak throw the ball with any type of anticipation and just put some air under it before them boys looking, that's a catch. Because them boys going to go up and get it, him and CD. So that's like a huge advantage. And then don't let Dak and George Pickens and CD just get to going crazy with these back shoulder throws and stuff like that, man. It's going to be unfair. It's going to be tap out season. You got you a super over there, here. Y'all make sure y'all look out for your boy over here too, man. I'm going through poverty over here now. Look out for me too. Don't forget about me.
Yeah, we are both America. Please help United Fund. We ain't going to college, but we are going to DC. So I think that does count. So B, thank you for the $5 super chat. He said,
trying to keep the lights on. I got a final notice. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
You good, cuz. You good. Because the liquor will have final notice pretty soon, too. Continue to put some new cash house. But B said, ain't no one seen GP with a quarterback. Dak might be hitting 20 to 30 yard goal routes like crazy. Blue gonna be a mismatch week one. They ain't seen us with speed. Those are very valid points, especially when they say they ain't never seen George Pickens with a real quarterback.
That's it, bro. I'm telling y'all. Yes.
Kenny Pickett was supposed to be like that, but he ended up being he's a backup quarterback. That's what he's been in the National Football League. That's what he's found the most success as. We talk about the ghost of Russell Wilson. You know Russell Wilson done fell off. He's quarterbacking the New York Giants right now. I'm not saying that he's the worst quarterback in the National Football League, but he is far past his prime of what he used to be. That all-pro guy in Seattle, that's not him no more. That's not who George Pickens got. And then we know Justin Fields is not a very good thrower of the football. That's why he goes from team to team to team at this point, even though he's a former first-round pick. So we know he's never really had a quarterback of the ilk of Dak Prescott that's still in his prime, that's still, recently was in MVP conversations, that's throwing for 4,000 plus yards. He never played with that.
Dak is by far the best quarterback he ever played with. And we know what Russell used to be, but that ain't the same Russ. You know what I'm saying? What's happening?
Imagination. Also, real quick, I'm showing the international games. I'm gonna run through them real quick. It's yet to be announced by Kansas City who the Chargers are gonna play. in Brazil, but Minnesota plays the Steelers in Dublin. They're going to play the Browns in London. The Broncos and the Jets have an international game. Same with the Rams, the Jaguars, Falcons, Colts, Washington, Dolphins. You know who's not on here?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Thank Almighty God. We
Yeah.
are not playing no international games. We ain't got to travel. Like, God, listen, I know God is a Dallas Cowboys fan. Because it be little victories like this I look at. Because I won't hold you. It's a disadvantage for some of these teams. That's a lot of travel. A lot of time, these teams got to give up home games to go to the international games. So I'm happy. Like, they don't usually give the Dallas Cowboys any good scheduling advantages, but not having to play international games really bodes well in our favor, especially with a first-year head coach.
Facts. I don't want to do all that. No, we'll do that later after we win some championships. Goddamn it! Wait, just wait.
Now I'll tell you this: Mexico City. I would do Mexico City because it's like a damn home game for the Dallas Cowboys. It's not that far for traveling from Mexico City to Dallas. Logistically, you'll have a whole lot of Dallas Cowboy fans down there, so it'll still be a true home game. And what would be devious is if Jerry Jones gave up a road game for Mexico City, and he basically would get an extra home game. He did that shit like that.
Yeah,
that would be his gangster shit to do.
But shout out to King G with the first super chat of the day for your boy, man. I appreciate you. He says, we hear my guy trapping around the corner. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Salute.
Salute to King G, man. Salute to the boy. Man.
But yeah, I don't like all that super traveling stuff. Like, we good on that. And then we know we had a worse setup schedule every year. We've been dealing with this traveling, or like, what can I say, cramming a bunch of games together every year. So we don't need nothing else added to, no other level of difficulty added to our schedule. No.
Right. And listen, my Wi-Fi is back up, so bear with me. I'm finna transition from my phone back to the laptop. So give me about 30.
We got you. I got you. But yeah, shout out to Rogue. His name Rogue. He said this team won't be ready for an NFC Championship game for at least another 2 years. Just the harsh reality. I don't know why you feel that way. I'm sure you would have said the same thing about Washington last year. You got to let the games play out, man. That's the only thing you can do. Like, we don't know. Everything looks different on paper. When you line them up, that's when you find out where you at. And it's a perfect measuring stick game. To be honest, I don't look at it like a measuring stick game. I look at it like this is a team that we normally beat. And, hey, they had a good year last year without Dak. They beat us real bad. But when we fully assemble with our quarterback, we usually do well against this team. We actually been winning in this series. And I don't see why we shouldn't feel like we should win this game. Even though they're a good team, I feel like we got a puncher's chance. We got a real good chance to go in here and upset these boys. If we play with the right mindset, the right mentality, the right tenacity, the right attitude, the right intensity, I feel like we can go in here and shock the world, bro. Real talk. And especially after you see the banner drop, especially after you see the ring ceremony, like, you should want it. We shouldn't. If you ain't ready, if you ain't fired up after this presentation, you really should check your pulse. It's no way you could be a real human being if you're not ready to go to war and rip these boys' heads off after you see all of this. So I'm going to be looking with a magnifying glass trying to see what my people made of. That's what I'm going to be looking at. And it shouldn't be no quit. It shouldn't be no quit in this game. Even if you losing, even if it isn't going perfect for you, you should be playing this game hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should be playing to the final whistle.
I agree. And to piggyback on your point, I know I showed this before you slid in here, But the Dallas Cowboys have won 11 of the last 20 games against the Eagles. 3 of the Eagles' wins came against Cooper Rush.
So we know we would have probably won those games.
More than likely. You know, we at least would have won 2 of them. You know, we at least would have won 2 of them. So, you know, the Dallas Cowboys play well against the Philadelphia Eagles when they're healthy. That's just what it is.
Dak go crazy. Somebody need to pull up Dak stats against him. We know this is a new secondary and stuff, but typically he go crazy against them.
Oh, I mean, listen, this is a young. I know they good, but this is a very inexperienced secondary that he'll be going up against. They're talented, but Dak Prescott never got the opportunity to play against these boys.
I've seen Dak go at the best of the best, so I'm sure he won't be shying away from 2 second-year corners, especially when you got a guy like CD and George Pickens on their side. So, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to see this. And I'm sure Dak is not finna be scared to throw that ball on these boys.
We ain't gonna have a choice because I don't think we'll be able to run the football against this front that the Eagles have. I'd rather take my chances with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens against those corners than running Miles Sanders up against Jalen Carter and them in the middle.
I mean, I'm glad you said something like that because it seems like when we talk about generalities, we be forgetting about in-game stuff. You know what I'm saying? We need to run the ball. Of course we need to run the ball. But what if that matchup is not good for you? See, you really need to be able to run the ball and throw the ball because some games you might not be able to run. Some games you might not be able to pass. You gonna have to be ready for whatever the game throws at you. So when we start talking in general all the time, we gotta relax, bro. We gotta relax because the game kind of dictates what happens. You know what I'm saying? Just say for instance, if it's a weak secondary. Let's say for instance, if Cooper DeJean don't make it, he can't play that game. He got a sore thumb or some shit. He just can't play. Now you got a big time void on their team. So you gonna still tell us to run the ball?
Are we? Are we still gonna run the ball, LandLord?
I wouldn't. That'll be a bad game plan. Real talk. So okay, think about this. If we go into this game and Jalen Carter is out, you still want to throw the ball?
I might run it directly wherever the backup is.
You gonna run it more because now you see they got a weakness. They're not as strong as they should be. The way the game is set up, it should dictate your game plan. You shouldn't go in there with just, okay, I'm gonna do this regardless of what the game throws at me. You got to think about it. We criticize Mike McCarthy and all the other coaches about in-game adjustments. We talking about general strategies when you have to adjust mid-game sometimes. Like we gotta think about what happens during game. I think we fail to do that sometimes as a fan base.
Well, I also think we should take a page out of Bill Belichick's book. You know, he was somebody that game planned and strictly attacked the weaknesses of the team he was going up against.
That's how you're supposed to do.
He didn't give a damn what his team was good at. He went in there. If the team wasn't really great at stopping stretch runs, they finna run the shit out some stretch runs until they show they can stop it.
Yeah.
And then they got some.
Then you move on to something else after that. Yeah.
Yeah. If the team got a corner that he could pick on, he gonna damn near throw the ball at him the first 5-6 plays until they take him off the field.
Temperature.
Yeah,
check his temperature a little bit.
They're gonna take that boy off the field or he gonna strap up. But something finna happen. You gonna have to do something about that.
A prime example is Buffalo game. Buffalo, you think they went into that game saying we gonna run the ball all day and never throw?
No, as a matter of fact, they said that wasn't the plan. They said
of course it wasn't. They got in game and was like, these motherfuckers can't stop it.
Exactly.
Let's keep going. Like in game is what dictates this.
Josh Allen said that was not the original plan. They just said they saw that they refused to match their personnel because they stayed in that dime hybrid shit all game. They said they saw they refused to match personnel, so they just went heavy and kept running the football.
And that's genius. That's genius. Dan Quinn just sat up there and let it happen. So, of course, in game is when you should be, adjusting in your strategy, bro. You can't go into the game like, I'm going to run 30 times. You do that shit, you're going to get blew out. You don't know if you can run. Okay, you going to run 30 times, but you getting 1 yard of carry. Name me an OC that's going to keep doing that.
Nobody. And you shouldn't because listen, I think what people be forgetting is that the law of averages is not really what you're getting on the runs. It's not if you're averaging 3 yards a carry, it's not saying that you're actually getting 3 yards every time you run the football. It means that you lost a yard, maybe a yard or two this one run, that you had a 4-yard run, and that was 3rd and 8. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that you're just averaging 3 yards every time. Like, you had some negative runs, you had a positive run, you're still behind the goddamn sticks.
Facts. And you got to think about it first down wise. First down, you run the ball and you get 2 yards. Second down, you run the ball, you get no gain. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 8, and you ran the ball twice. You think, how productive you think you're going to be if you keep opening up your drives like that? Now Dak got to throw a miracle pass or get a great completion just to keep these drives alive, when you could have been more aggressive to begin with. So, like, I want people to understand, like, bro, I'm not saying I'm against running the ball, but I'm going to say this. We must address this running back situation because guess what? Your best ability is in the passing game. You would be a gosh darn fool to be in here running the ball 35 times with some incapable backs when you got those 2 horses on the outside. I'm sorry. So if you don't want this to be a passing team, you need to talk to Jerry Jones and the rest of those people to address this running back situation and make sure that you got the proper horses that you need. Because guess what? I can kind of see the run game being iffy right now because y'all ain't even dedicated. Like, we don't have a bona fide number 1 right now. We don't have a bona fide number 1. So guess what? It's going to be like, okay, we're going to try Miles Sanders. We're going to try Williams. We're going to try Blue. We're going to try Maffa. We're going to try Deuce. You're going to try all this shit until you can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to have to throw. You don't want to find yourself so far behind that now you done took running the ball out the game. You got to be able to mix it in. I'm sorry. Like, if that's not the strength of your team, bro, you're going to have to throw the ball.
Yeah. And the only counter to that is the offensive line got to be so gangster that anybody can run behind it. And that's yet to be seen yet.
I hope that's the case.
It's going to have to be the case for this to work, in my humble opinion, because I'm just a nigga from Arkansas that talk football in his kitchen. You know, I'm not no analyst or nothing like that. But from my humble opinion, if you don't have a bona fide star at the running back position, you'll either have to lead with the pass, or you have to have an offensive line so gangster it can elevate average running backs into Pro Bowl level running backs. That's what it's going to have to be. Right? Because, listen, I'm not sure if Miles Sanders is a good running back. He was good with the Philadelphia Eagles behind that particular offensive line, and then he went over there to the Panthers and ain't do nothing ever since. So he might be a guy like that. So he might be somebody that gets rejuvenated by playing behind another dope line. But the caveat is he had a running mate over there that had 1,200 yards this year, and he couldn't do shit behind that same line. So, you know, I don't really know what's going on with Miles Sanders.
That's a good point. Highlight Brian Peters' post right there.
So those 2 horses will cause a lot of on top of this one right here.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. So that's advantage run game. So guess what? You establish that by doing what, Brian? Establishing those 2 horses. You might come out throwing early just to let them know, like, hey, y'all gonna have to have 2 high out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna go ahead and let you know, like, don't get mad at me, bro. It is what you gonna have. You might want to go ahead and put your 2 high safeties out there, or we gonna destroy y'all in this pass game. Oh, now when you get your 2 high safeties out there, guess what? We running the ball. They both, like, people act like the passing game and wide receivers don't help the run game. That's why this was a great comment right here. it all works together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They like, we got a wide receiver, we never running the ball. Bro, it all helps each other. It all helps each other. It works together. So that was a great comment.
I agree. Because listen, you should be able to dictate the kind of shells that teams play against you. Because when you only have CeeDee Lamb, I can still put an extra guy in the box. Because CeeDee Lamb gonna be in the slot 9 times out of 10 any goddamn way. I can still put an extra guy in the box. I can bracket him. I can roll coverage that way. You really gonna have to. You're gonna have to stay in some too high safety shell, dealing with multiple weapons. Whether it be cover 4, whether it be cover 2, or some iteration of that, they'll have to do something to get more support over top to prevent the big splash plays down the field.
Thanks.
And when that happens, a guy like Jaden Blue with the 4.3 speed might hit his head on the goalpost if you're running inside zone against a light box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Phil Maffa, I heard him get called a fake power back. Well, he might be able to fall forward against a light box.
He might be able to become a real boy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a real boy.
Langston Terrence TV.
That
Get
sound
your
like some
ass up
bullshit.
out of here, boy. Your name too long. We don't even want to talk to you. Langston Hughes looking at boy. We don't want to talk to you, man. Y'all on somewhere.
Well, we'll holler at you a little bit.
That boy ain't never got his name on nothing. It's too long. That boy got
Langston.
36 levels. 36
Langston
letters in
Terrence
his
the third.
That boy got so many letters in his name. God damn. He was 14 when he learned how to spell his name. That's
Shit.
crazy.
He still can't spell the motherfucker. Because it's really supposed to be Langston Terrence. That nigga said Terrace. Nah,
He got an address as a name.
Terrace Place. It's crazy.
Damn. My fault.
Good, man.
Hell no. But yeah. I don't know, bro. I think y'all might need to temper your expectations on Blue. I ain't saying Blue ain't good or he's terrible, he's the worst, but I think I see too much hype about Blue. He's fast, indeed, but don't get too carried away with him. Like I ain't see a lot of stuff I've been hearing about him. So that's just my personal opinion. Salute to Revis King with the cash out, man. I appreciate you, sir.
Indeed. But yeah, like Jaden Blue,
I think he a nice, cool back, bro. I'm not saying he's not good, but I think people just like Jaden Blue, like they going crazy about Jaden Blue, like he finna change our life. I don't know. I hope y'all right. I'm just saying, I don't know about that.
He had potential, but he a 5th round pick. He ain't never rushed for 1,000 yards in college. He wasn't a lead back over yonder. I'm not saying that he can't be good. I'm just saying that he's a 5th round pick.
He said I ain't see it because I'm wearing glasses. Hey, you might be right, Creed. You might be right. No, I might have to take him out. My fault.
What's up with you, Nick? They said address as a name is diabolical. That nigga last name is Terrence.
Terrence Place. Like, chill out, bro. What you doing? Hey, he got me with that. I might have to rub my glasses off, man. My bad.
They said he had cheaper Dow. Well, shit, Dowdle wasn't even good. So,
bro, Dowdle was straight. That's why I asked Vosh that question. Is Rico better than all the backs we had?
By default.
I mean, that we got right now.
Probably by default.
We could have just kept Rico, bro. Rico behind this line might have been dope.
Maybe. It's possible.
Rico behind this line might have been dope, bro. We don't know that Rico got 1,000 yards behind that line.
He might. Well, what if he don't ever smell 1,000 yards again?
Well, that mean our line was pretty good. Shit.
I mean, they weren't they weren't a bad run blocking line. They finished in the top 10. Like in run blocking grade. They finished in the top
say his
10.
name is a university name.
That's fucking crazy.
They got to teach lectures about how to spell his name. He got 75 letters in that motherfucker. Got the whole alphabet in that bitch.
Like, how you stick a Z in that motherfucker?
He got apostrophes and shit in his name.
Exclamation mark.
The first person with a parentheses in the middle of his name. This nigga crazy. God damn.
God.
Hey, now listen. This what I want y'all to understand. We not saying that Jaden Blue is not gonna do anything. What I'm saying is, I just want y'all to temper y'all expectations a little bit. Is Jaden Blue gonna have like some 50-yard splash plays? I believe so.
Probably.
So I'm not saying that I think he sucked. I'm just saying that I don't want y'all to think that he's gonna come take over the running back position and just be that guy. I don't know about that. I feel like he gonna make some plays that's gonna have us lit though. He gonna make a couple plays. They put the parentheses in it. I see him making some plays that we gonna be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make some splash plays. But I just don't want people thinking that, you know what I'm saying, he finna be running back 1 in Dallas next year. I just don't see that.
Said, did Dalvin Cook fall off the face of the earth? Yes.
He actually did. They had reported
like a
it.
bad batch of dope.
Yeah, they reported that yesterday.
They said he floated away into space.
They found that nigga in the upside down. He was with L and Mike and them. Like,
they said he in the adult flag football league.
Hey, it's so crazy that, you know, we was hype about Cook too. Mm-hmm. People thought Cook was finna cook, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, you need to change your last name, sir. Like, what's going on?
He said with Samson, will we have to lower our expectations? No, because Samson is an actual running back.
Hey, man, listen. When I say my takes, these are my takes. If y'all feel different, I don't blame you. I hope you're right. I'm not going against my players. He said he might mess around and be one of the best backs in the league. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to be wrong. I eat my crow. Real talk. I pray he do that. He said 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. Wow. Whoo, y'all got some big expectations for this kid.
But is that a lot of yards in the grand scheme of things?
If you combine that with passing yards, I may entertain that. I don't know.
800 yards is only 47 yards a game in a 17-game season. That's very doable. You know what I'm saying? That's not even no crazy shit.
Yeah, it just sounds crazy.
47 yards a game is not crazy for a running back. You actually got to get the ball, though. You know, you got to get the ball. But
Creek said 1,200.
Oh yeah,
sheesh.
Now Creek going crazy. Like, Creek know this nigga. Bruh.
If that boy go for 12, hey, we need to stamp this, boy. You deserve something. Name your price. Name what you want, goddamn. We gonna give you something.
He said Cowboy fans are hobos, but you're talking to 2 niggas in their house.
Wow.
And 2 niggas that own their houses.
Man.
That's why you ain't got
ain't
no
nobody
hair.
got time. But you on our channel, though.
That's why you ain't got no hair in your head now, nigga. All those stupid ass dogs to random bitches off. You ain't got a single follicle on that motherfucker.
Hey. Yeah. Ooh. Kamara would be a hell of a... What Kamara contract looking like?
Shit, like he a saint.
they paid him that much?
Nah, it's not even that
Boy,
much.
if we can poach Kamara...
Man, you had this conversation the other day.
Man. Shit. Everybody talking about Breece Hall, but I'll take Kamara in a heartbeat.
Because remember, we were talking about Buddy retiring.
Derek Carr.
Yeah, we talking about Derek Carr retiring. Like they might not even need Alvin Kamara no more.
Man, we might need to go look at Kamara. That might be the push I'm going. Like I don't want people to keep shooting so low. You know what I'm saying? Like all this doable shit. Go get somebody dope then. If we gonna start a campaign, go get somebody who costs a little money. Like don't let them off easy. Hell no. Go get somebody dope as hell.
Next year, 2.9 this year.
That ain't bad. We need it for 1 year. Trade his ass. He only got 2 years left on his contract?
Yeah, he just signed a 2-year extension.
They might want him, but that was before Derek Carr retired.
I mean, they got a rookie quarterback, so they gonna have to have a running back they trust.
Who that quarterback?
The Tyler Shaw boy from Louisville will probably gonna win the job. They use a second-round pick on him. Who the
hell that is? I'm sorry.
Well, they use a second-round pick on him. He old as dirt, injury prone, but you know he a big ass athletic quarterback that can run.
Big Sar says stupid thoughts running your hair off is insane. It's hilarious.
But it's true though, because you look at that nigga profile picture, ain't a lick of hair on that motherfucker.
Boy got bad genes. I'm just playing.
He said Rattler. You think Rattler gonna win that motherfucker? Rattler don't need to win shit. Rattler need to be in the Rattler. Who the fuck need to be in the UFL?
Man, Brian Peters, I swear to y'all, like, I'm not a hater. I don't mind being wrong, especially when it's something good. Boy, if Blue go off like that, boy, shit, I'm gonna get a jersey on my life. Let that boy do something like that.
If Blue goes off in any way, he will be the biggest steal of this entire draft. So that's what people don't understand. Like, what people don't understand is you're basically saying that you think that Blue is going to have a better season than Gentry. He's going to have a better season than that boy that went to North Carolina. I mean, that went to the San Diego Chargers. Like, I understand that we want, every time someone puts on it, I love how we have like Cowboy love is kind of like black business love. Like, we don't give a damn if the food tastes good or not. We supporting it. We gonna go down there and we gonna support because it's black business. You know what I'm saying? They're charging you $17 for a hot link, but you still buying it. You know what I mean? That's how Cowboy fans be with some of these players. Like, but when you really sit back and you ask yourself, if Blue was on another team and you were saying those same things towards another team, you probably would be like, that doesn't even make sense. How could he have a better season, or how could he emerge? Because think about this. Those are teams that took running back. They took running back in the first round. So it's like, if he ends up being a starter, bro, he's probably that he would probably be one of the biggest steals of this draft. He'd be like a Dak Prescott almost, theoretically. If he gets drafted, if he starts and being your starting running back and he gets 1,200 yards, he's damn near a Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it's a damn good steal.
Man, I pray y'all right about that guy though. Shout
out to Darren Posey for the $2 super chat. He said Buddy needs hair ligament surgery. Yeah,
ligaments in the hair is retarded. Like,
the hair is crazy.
That's wild.
We'll continue with
hair ligament. Yeah, man. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, so I don't, I'm not saying I have no faith in them, but I do have faith that people draft people for the most, think about this. For as many people that get surprised in the draft, for the most part, I would say 80% of the people that get drafted in the draft get drafted exactly where they were supposed to get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in the 7th round, it's probably because you're not good. You know what I'm saying? As good as a first rounder. You know what I mean? So it's like, you only hear about these guys that were like, oh my God, it sounds like everybody was. No, you got to remember, there was 246 people drafted. I would think you might get 1 or 2 guys wrong. I get it. You know what I mean? But it doesn't typically work out where it's like you have all these guys from the later rounds be better than the guys in the first round. That's typically not how it's going to work. If I put it to you like this, if Blue has a 1,200 yard season, that means that freaking teams imagine teams like the Raiders who took Gentry in the first round. So what would be his expectation? I would think Gentry got to
5,000 yards. He got to be like a quarterback. He got to be a quarterback.
Yeah, like, if y'all saying what round did Blue get drafted in?
Fifth.
Fifth round. If he can get 1,200 yards, you would have to be thinking that Gentry's going to get at least 2,000 yards in his rookie season.
That boy,
bro, he was a top 10 pick.
That man needed hair ligament reconstruction. That's insane.
I think the only running back that could listen. I think the only rookie running back that had a great year last year was your boy LandLord.
Who that? Bucky.
Bucky
cut up. I told y'all, but it was like that.
Yeah, matter of fact, Bucky Irvin had 1,122 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Hey, how did them boys in Detroit? How did they do their rookie seasons?
I know Gibbs went off.
Let me look at Jahmyr Gibbs' rookie season. I don't think he had 1,000 yards though, but let me look.
He probably had about 10 touchdowns.
Most rookie running backs don't get 1,000 yards in their first unless they're like the boy from the.
All right, so he had 945 yards on only 182 carries, and he had 10 rushing touchdowns. And let me look at his receiving yards.
That boy went crazy as hell.
So remember, he was sharing carries with Montgomery.
Yeah, that boy went off.
Let me look at his receiving numbers real quick. But remember, this boy was a top 12 pick too. When we remember that when we talking about.
So
this
for the
shit.
people who you know, I ain't saying I'm always right, cause y'all could be very well right. But those are two of the guys that I put stamps on. Real talk.
316 receiving yards and a touchdown. He also only played 15 games.
I put stamps on Gibbs, Bucky, and B. John. All them boys going ballistic right now.
And Gibbs had 1,412 yards this year, 16 rushing touchdowns, 4 receiving. So he had 20 altogether.
This boy going. Time out. He only been here 2 years.
He also had 517 yards receiving last year.
He only been here 2 years, right?
Yeah, this year 3 for him.
So so that's what he did in his first 2 years.
Yeah. And
that's ridiculous, bro.
And then we all know Bijan Robinson actually ran for like 1,500 yards this year.
Nobody's talking about Bijan, and I'm telling you, I've been banging on the table for them boys. I said we should have drafted them in the late round, and people was acting like I was crazy. And then we get to the draft, and they drafted them boys super high. Like neither one of them boys grazed the 20s. They was telling me I was insane for saying I'd take them in the 20s.
Hold on, I'm finna sneeze. I almost did. Okay, shit. They both ran for over 900 yards they rookie year, and they both went over 1,400 yards they second year.
How many touchdowns B. John got his first year?
Only 4. He got 14 this year. 14
Shit.
rushing.
Atlanta got the memo, bro. I watched a lot of Falcons games last year. I don't know why, but it just seemed like I kept catching them. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bijan literally seemed like he might be unstoppable. But they so stupid, they wouldn't keep spamming the ball to him. Like, real talk. Every time he got the ball, he was good for like 5, 6, 7 yards. I'm like, man, this dude is impossible.
So, hey, also, Bijan has gone over 400 yards receiving both years as well. His rookie year, he had 4 receiving touchdowns. So he had 8 total touchdowns as a rookie. And this year, he had 15 total touchdowns.
Okay, so maybe we not seeing the full vision. So it might be, you know what I'm saying? I see what y'all mean. Y'all saying that Clayton Adams gonna help that run game too. So yeah, I can see that. You know, he did great at Arizona, so I can see him implement some things that can make the run game better, which by default may get Blue a little better. You know what I'm saying? Numbers and stuff. I can see y'all vision now. I'm not saying that I agree, but I can see where y'all coming from. Yeah. Cause look, you first gotta tell me, is Blue gonna come and take over the running back position?
I don't think he that kind of back.
Is he just gonna come in here by the end of training camp, he the starting back?
I think he is a splash play guy that you want to pair with somebody. The same way that you wanted to pair Dylan Sampson with a power back, I think you need to pair Jadon Blue with a power back.
Bro, the Browns paired this boy with Jenkins, bro. Oh, both of my backs. The Browns got both of my favorite backs in the draft. Except for and then the Niners got Jordan James.
Yeah, Jordan James gonna do good as well.
Yeah, we gonna see. Watch what I tell you. Like, watch what I tell you. Jordan James gonna be a monster. Like, and he went to the perfect hard-nosed, tough type team. I wanted that type of running style in Dallas.
He said LandLord was seeing a lot of Atlanta games because they were in your viewership. But that is also fair.
That's not because I got Sunday ticket. I can watch any game.
Okay. I was going to say, they play a lot of Saints games back home, too, because we're so close to Louisiana.
Yeah, if you think about it, they ended up playing some primetime games last year. Like, I have to go back and look. I think they played like the Chiefs one week. They played some good games. Let me see.
He said Connor split carries. He said yes combined. I can see. Okay, so he's saying he can see Blue with 1,200 combined, like 700 rushing, 500 receiving. That's doable because we know that Dak Prescott gonna throw the damn ball to anybody. If you open, nigga, if I'm open, Dak Prescott gonna throw me the football.
Oh, that's why, because they played the NFC East.
The entire NFC East.
They played the NFC East last year. That's why I seen a lot of their games.
Remember, because they beat the Eagles and us.
Yeah, that's why I watched their games. They played the Giants, beat the hell out of them, beat the hell out of the Commanders.
They swept us. They swept the East then.
No, they lost to the Commanders in December. Hold on, let me make sure I'm looking at the right.
I know they beat the Eagles.
Okay, let me go up. September preseason. What preseason? Okay, boom. They played the Steelers. They played the Eagles. Of course, we gonna watch that game. They beat the Eagles. Okay. Then they followed up and probably had a primetime game against the Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs though. Then they come back. Of course, you know we was watching the Saints game after they destroyed us. We like, is the Saints really like that? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm looking at it like, yeah, we got to see if the Saints really like that. And they beat the Saints. They come back and beat the Bucks. The Falcons started off hot, look like.
They did all right. They just teetered off towards the end.
They beat the Falcons. I mean, they beat the Panthers. Then they come back and lose to the Seahawks. Beat the Bucks again. They swept the Bucks. Wow. They swept the Bucks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they beat us. That's another game we watched.
Of course.
They played the Cowboys.
Well, that got hurt that game, remember?
Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. I watched a lot of their games. They played the East.
But, yeah. Fuck all them niggas, son. You got anything you want to add before we get out of here? It's been about an hour and a half, honestly.
I think I'm about good, man. Y'all make sure y'all support the content, man. We're going to come back with some more dope content for y'all. And we're going to be doing some scheduled release shows tomorrow. And you know that's going to be fun. I just want to see, you know, what the tough stretches is. You know, I can't wait to see how they screw us over this year. You know, they usually give us a hard time. We already got, what, the fifth toughest schedule?
Yeah. Yeah, fifth toughest schedule. Also, you asked the question earlier about what Dak Prescott's stats against the Eagles were.
Yeah. I know they phenomenal.
All right, last 4 games, 1,254 passing yards, 14 passing touchdowns, only 1 interception, 98 completions, only 33 incompletions, a passer rating of 133.4, a record of 3-1 for his career, 3,402 yards, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, a passer rating slightly over 100, and a 9-4 record.
Dak don't play against them birds, boy.
It's also gonna be his mama's birthday. He gonna put belt to ass for Miss Peggy. R.I.P.
He finna rep.
But hey, man, this has been a phenomenal show. It's always a pleasure to sit here and talk ball with my brother, my
T.
nigga.
Foster said, "Why you gotta fly to Atlanta?" Because Atlanta don't have too many layovers. So we ain't gotta do connection flights. Birmingham a small city, so they have us connecting every time. Shit. Like, you got to connect. So, and it be higher here. So, that's why. Yeah.
Makes sense. That do make sense, though. That makes sense.
You can't get no straight flights from Birmingham. Sad, ain't it?
I'm praying for y'all.
It's sad, ain't it? Yeah.
That's some old bullshit.
It be like that, man. They don't want us to leave here.
Also, I'm watching. Hey, I know you you watch a lot of Atlanta games. I'm watching. Let Shador win the Browns, y'all. I'm gonna watch a bunch of Browns games.
I'm watching the Browns too. I'm rooting for Shador, man. I feel like they played my boy.
They don't play us this year, so I can rock with Cuz. I can rock with Cuz this year. So yeah, man. So,
and you know who else games I'm gonna watch?
Who?
Take a guess.
I don't know. I got
the Panthers.
I don't even watch that bitch ass.
Bryce and Ted. You crazy.
You right, I am gonna watch that nigga.
You crazy. I'm watching it.
He said, "Oh, it's crazy. Hey, you got us. Hey, numerology is working in our favor. 9-4 against the Eagles. We're playing on 9-4, and 9-4 is also his mama's birthday. Dak Prescott will throw 6 touchdowns this game.
He finna go crazy. Yeah. Hey, 9 + 4 = 13. We finna beat them by 13.
We're gonna win 13 games.
We're gonna win 13 games, beat them by 13.
Hey, 13 wins. First place in the NFC, Super Bowl appearance and win. Let's get it. Fuck it. We'll go
win 13 Super Bowls in a row.
Let's
do it. Hey, man, you already know I go by LandLord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Make sure y'all tap in for the win. Double tap the screen for the team, man. Make sure y'all support this content, bro. We do this for y'all. We can't be nothing without y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all not here, we'll be talking to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we need y'all here. We need y'all supporting us. And we appreciate y'all, man. Salute.
Salute. And in the words of my brother, West Coast Cowboy, who came and tried to jump on with us, real quick, help us get to DC, man. We're trying to go out there for the damn draft. And this nigga is going to the training camp this year. So please hit the cash apps.
For my
Please hit
third
the super
consecutive
chats.
year, too.
Yes,
So,
third
yeah.
consecutive, 3 in a row. What the Chiefs could not do. LandLord 3-peating, but the Chiefs couldn't, nigga. That's all I got to say. Hit the cash apps, man. Hit the super chats. We're going to take Cowboys Convo, Cowboys Uncut out to the draft. We're going to thug it out for y'all and bring y'all nothing but exclusive stuff 2027. So
Y'all brought that name back? Flagenstein? I think I coined that, didn't it? I don't know. I think I said that on the show.
What the hell is that?
That's Tyler Guyton.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think I coined that. I can't remember, but
we gotta escape now.
Flagenstein is terrible.
Flagenstein sound like this nigga was created to fuck up. Like they created the ultimate nigga to hold. Like he would never let go. He would never let go.
He holding on to every goddamn anything you give him, he gonna hold on to it. He let
You ask the nigga throw away a piece of paper, nigga got that bitch ripped. Nigga like, goddamn, let it go.
You shake his hand if you want to, goddamn.
That nigga follow you home holding your hand. Nigga like, damn.
You better cancel your plans, goddamn.
Like, we ain't going nowhere. Flagenstein is crazy.
Man, that's so I don't want that to stick, y'all. Chill out. Don't say that no more.
Flagenstein.
We put positivity into this year, bro.
Tyler Guyton is Flagenstein.
I don't want this to stick. Chill out.
Fuck that.
Relax.
Flagenstein is Tyler Guyton. Because listen, after they extend George Pickens, they can go get his replacement. I don't give a fuck no more.
Man, Flagenstein is ridiculous. I remember I said that one episode. I don't know why the intro guy just brought it back up. So somebody must have said something like, I don't want that to stick though. You know, we rooting for Tyler Guyton this year. All right.
We are rooting for him, but still, Flagenstein is diabolical. Listen, we were rooting for Brandon Cooks, and we still call the nigga a flying body catcher.
We didn't make that. Look, we spared Brandon Cooks. We didn't call him Brandon Cricket. We didn't. Because that's what his name was. They were saying he do a little hop every time he tried to catch the ball.
He do, though. It's crazy.
For no reason, bro. What you doing?
He only 5'8". He think the ball ain't going to get there.
He do a little hop every time he try to catch the ball, man. It's ridiculous.
Professor Penalty is crazy. That nigga sound like a super villain. That nigga fought Batman.
Hey, man, y'all got to relax, bro. Y'all got to relax.
Hold on. Young
He's in the title of your show. No. I did a title. No, I ain't do that.
Or is Tyler Guyton. Is Tyler Guyton weak link?
Chill out. You guys. I don't think I put that in no title now.
You talking about this title?
You put it in this?
Not, nigga, it says Cowboys Convos. Is Tyler Guyton weak link?
Oh, shit.
You ain't know this nigga name was in the title?
Oh, okay. I thought she was talking about Flagenstein is in the title. I was going to say, Lord Jesus.
It's finna be.
Don't do that.
Once I edit this shit.
Relax, man.
It's gonna be on all
I don't want
platforms.
that to, I don't want that to take off. Some of the nicknames I come up with have a tendency to, catch fire. I don't want that to be one. You know what I'm saying? We rooting for Tyler Guyton. We need that man to succeed. We need him to succeed, okay?
We need him to succeed.
We do.
But at the same time, he says he had 18 penalties. That's a typo. Hold on. I was supposed to stop the goddamn show, but we finna get the bottom of this shit. I think he did have 18 penalties, but let me check.
Man, who was there on that film session, bro?
What film session?
When we was talking about Brandon Cooks, bro. That was like somebody called that man a flying body. What they call him, a flying body catcher. See, we didn't push that. We didn't push that, y'all. We didn't push that. So we spared them. We be doing them some solids though. Like we be looking out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I spare
This
Brandon Cooks.
motherfucker really had 18 penalties.
18 penalties is see, now we hashtagging it. Y'all gotta stop. Yeah, I called them little legs. You know what I'm saying? I called Deuce Vine little legs, and that kind of
But his
went.
legs are little.
A lot of people started calling them little legs. You know,
You ain't shit for that.
we gotta do better, people.
We.
Y'all involved. You know, I gotta blame somebody.
You involved us, nigga. This
I'm
is-
not taking full blame, sir.
Yes, you
No,
are. Today
no.
you are, sir. You
No.
will have accountability. I don't want to hear this shit.
You know,
Mr.
it's time.
Graham.
Hold on, somebody had another one. I ain't messing with y'all, bro. Somebody
on.
said something.
Let me see how many
Grip
holding calls
guy,
he had.
yeah, young grip guy is crazy.
That sounds like a.
That's a freak ass.
Nigga, this sounds too. That sounds
That's
despicable.
a freaking nigga right there, grip guy, boy. No, buddy.
You stay the fuck away from us. We are
Get
Christian.
away.
We
please.
are Christian people over here.
We already got the Diddy trial going. You might need to head over that way.
Man, that shit crazy. Cassie said Diddy left mid freak off to try to go kill Suge Knight.
Lord.
They said they went from having a freak off to that nigga learning he was in town to getting choppers and leaving. Like, what the fuck? That shit sounds fucking retarded. But they say it happened.
Somebody said little Lego legs. That what Choctaw said.
So this nigga had 5 holding calls, 5 false starts, 2 illegal formations, a legal block above the waist, and an ineligible downfield during the pass. And then he had he had some more shit. He had 4 decline penalties. I gotta
Flagged the ligaments. Darren is ridiculous. Man, I was in the doctor laughing, messing with this dude. He said something about ligaments. I couldn't help but think about this.
Flag ligaments is crazy. Ooh,
Said Ange about to start a campaign for what? Hold on.
Talk about that nigga name.
Flagenstein? Don't do that, bro. Relax.
Do it.
Don't do that.
Do it. 'Cause listen,
If he do it this season, then we, you know what I'm saying, we
can't
full
wait.
throttle with it.
What if this nigga messed the whole season though with his penalties? We can't do it, landlord. We got
Flagenstein is ridiculous because he's just like a ridiculously tall dude, like Lurch.
They built him for this shit.
He was constructed to hold. That's insane.
Said Diddy sell is the showers.
What they said? She said, I'm gonna say you started the campaign, you guys. Yeah, put it on her. I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm innocent.
Man.
They ain't gonna get mad at a fan, the regular fans. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, the content creator did it. They gonna make us like the devil.
Why is it us? I ain't do. Listen, you did.
Hen
this
is
shit.
involved. Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah.
He was the mastermind
We
behind this.
in the show right now. He done put me in some shit. Now it's been good. God is amazing.
That man, he sent you a super chat that said Flagenstein. That's ridiculous.
Who?
Darren.
He ain't sent me no super chat. It's the fuck he did. Shout out to Darren.
This is ridiculous.
$2 super chat.
He said he look like Frankenstein for real. He do.
He a big goofy ass nigga.
It's
That
crazy.
That nigga he look happy because, you know, he looks stupid. Because stupid people usually are happy. They don't know what the fuck going on. I see you. This
But
nigga
yeah.
he talks to the ghosts in his room and shit now. I gotta
No,
go.
man. You
Yeah.
know I got a lot of children.
Yeah. God bless the children too. God bless them.
Yeah.
All
But,
right, we finna escape.
We got to get out of here before we get canceled.
It's too late.
That we started movements and all kind of shit. That wasn't the goal today.
Yeah.
That was not the goal today.
I need everybody left in here to go out there and you know, hashtag
No, you don't.
Flagenstein.
And say he ain't told you to.
And I want you to LandLord, Flagenstein, the nefarious one.
Don't do that.
On Twitter. Tag this nigga. Tag his ass in this shit. All right, we gone for real now. We gone.
Yeah, man. In the words of West Coast, what'd he say?
Never look down because the star is